Okay, this is try number 1. Let's see how this goes. La 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 la. Oh boy. On my top 10 survival tactics, I have recently added doing this. I honestly think this will be a good skill to have when worse comes to worse. Mostly because it will be a form of entertainment, and partly because it will be really fun. Just want to make a few squigglies. It's gonna be a really quick one. Nothing too elaborate. Sort of a do-it-yourself quickie there. Get my thumb. Not really worried about being perfect here. These are really easy to wash off. I'll make a mistake on purpose and go nah nah nah. So a little bit of rubbing alcohol quickly. Nip them on. Just really is just that easy. Just keep using rubbing alcohol until it's gone. And my rubbing alcohol has a little bit of red in it because it's actually rubbing alcohol that's part of another process. But that is for my back pain. So it's heating, medicated. But basically I got almost all of it off really quickly. And I can make that blend in really, really, really fast if I want. So, a little bit of lye soap and that'll be gone. It's a bit cheaty, but yeah. I'll wait until the rest of it's completely dry. A little bit of lye soap right here. I'll completely remove it. So, once I dry this off, I let the rest of my hand dry naturally. Goodbye. This is pretty much just something quick. I'm not being very careful on purpose. I don't want perfect. I just want, something that can be quickly done. Maybe something more elaborate later. I've already made several elaborate designs. This one is just something simple that you can do. But yeah, I think this would be a great bonding experience or a calming point, because a lot of people will be scared and they'll want to do something that will distract them, and a really quick one like this could possibly help with anyone who's panicking, freaking out. You can very quickly start doing little designs, little plants and things. Just something to quickly ooze and ahs, and this isn't that hard to figure out. As proof, I will now do this with my left hand. Shaboom. Shakalakalakalabum. I will even go so far as to have it meet here. So yeah, this, I feel, even like, say it's winter now, so if there's a whiteout and you get trapped somewhere, and my pen is not expensive. I have seen a lot of videos where people will do stuff like this and, like, you know, they have a $30 pen, so they think that's inexpensive. But for me, $30 is a lot of money, and I'd rather spend that on food or other necessities. My cell phone plan is actually a really cheap, sort of all-in-one inclusive plan. It's very cheap, and I'm not ashamed of that at all. In fact, I'm proud of the fact that I found a very inexpensive one for hardly anything. Let's see. Da da da. Da da da. You can use the imperfections to your advantage, like this is now part of that. This can come down here. This one can be a squiggle. They don't have to match. You know, the other hand wasn't a bunch of loops, but this one can be. So I think, I mean, for those of us in the northern hemisphere, you know, you get a whiteout, or the power goes out, or something, and you need a way to entertain yourself. You need a way to entertain the kids. This is quick, and it is easy. And this hand, too, can do, you know, and yes, I've spent a few years practicing doing this, writing with both hands. But I think most survivalists have, or most people that have considered, you know, what they need to do if something were to happen to their dominant hand. Or anyone who's already hurt their non-dominant hand. But I suppose it's a little bit easier since I was born left-handed, and my right-handedness is actually due to, let's just say, incidents I don't really talk about very often. So I can wait a few minutes. I can try one last little squirt of this. Get rid of as much more of it as I possibly can. And now, something weirdly awesome. Okay. Forgot to grab the water, because I am the smart. Okay. Homemade lye soap. I made this myself. You probably saw the video of me making it in several tries. take a little bit. Patience, of course, is a virtue. You've got a few minutes and there's someone outside of your hidden dwelling. They don't know they're near it. They think your entryway is just a deer path. You've got a nice underground hidden place, or you're up in a tree. You got a few minutes. Or you're just bored and you want to entertain a kid that you've got because, hey, I've known how to do stuff like this since I was a child. And, yeah, as you can see, the lie really does take it off. It's almost entirely gone. And this was made using the same lye that you put in a toilet. No fancy special lye. You just have to go to a hardware store and tell them you need a container of lye. You are making soap. And they will instruct you about being careful, about being cautious. That is their job. And I respect that. And there. Gone. It's a little discolored from where I cleaned it so hard, but other than that, my homemade lye soap works, which I'm happy about. This is the pen that I have. It is this one. It's a Bic Body Mark. One of these is only $5, and the entire set of all the colors is $45. So I guess you could say national brands are $30 a piece, but for every color in the Bic Body Mark everything is only $45. I don't have them all. I only have this one. That's okay. I only need this one. But yeah. Ta-da! So that is the newest addition to my survival gear. My survival. Of course. You can still see my bracelet that tells you, yeah, a few medical things. And voila. One thing that happened to me recently is that I fell and I landed all of my weight on my knee. My knee dislocated a little bit when I did that. I undislocated it, and this I got at the store. I'm not sponsored or anything, but this stuff actually really worked very well. It's inexpensive. It's a store brand, and it was $5 at the dollar store. Pardon me, my air is very dry right now. And yeah, one of my parts of my kit that I've added that's new. And this is really helping. So that is my latest update. I guess not much else to say. I decided to give you guys a look into something that I have added to my survival gear. And yeah, questions, comments, let me know. This is your humble narrator saying, I gotta go.